Namaste children, how are you all? Welcome to today's math class. Today I am going to introduce a new chapter, that is chapter number 2, linear equations in one variable. So first of all we will discuss what are variables. The word variable itself, it says that varies, changes. That means the values which changes are known as variables, and constants are the values whose values are fixed. So the combination of variables and constants is known as an algebraic expression. So in earlier classes you have come across several algebraic expressions and equations. In class 7 we have come across algebraic expressions and simple equations. So here are some of the algebraic expressions: 5x, 2x minus 3, 3x plus y, 2xy plus 5, xyz plus x plus y plus z are some of the algebraic expressions. Then what are the examples for equations? See here, 5x is equals to 25, 2x minus 3 is equals to 9, and etc. Now what are equations? Equations are the algebraic statements, that is mathematical statements, which contain equality sign. The mathematical statements which contain equality sign are known as equations. They are known as equations. Now what are linear equations in one variable? So linear equation means an equation which is in the form of ax plus b is equals to 0, where a and b are the integers and a is not equal to 0. A and b are rational numbers also we can take, and real numbers also we can take. So that in detail about the standard form of linear equations we will study in class 9. So now linear equations are the linear expressions which contain equality sign are called linear equations. What are linear expressions? You see here examples: 2x plus 1, 3y minus 7, 12 minus 5z. All these are the linear expressions as they have the power of the variable is 1. And these are not linear expressions. X square plus 1, y plus y square, 1 plus z square plus z cube. You see all these, they have the highest power is either 2 or 3 is there. So the highest power is variable, power of the variable is more than 1, hence they are not linear expressions. Now what are linear equations in one variable? The linear expressions which contain the linear expressions in one variable which contain equality sign are called linear equations in one variable. Linear equations in one variable. So in briefly what we studied here, it is an algebraic equation is an equality involving variables. It has an equality sign. The expression on the left side of the equality sign is the left hand side, that is LHS. The expression on the right side of the equality sign is the right hand side, that is RHS. Now you see here 2x minus 3 is equals to 7 is an equation which is having equality sign and the variable is x. Here what is the variable? It is x. And 2x minus 3 is there on the left hand side, therefore it is LHS. 7 is there on the RHS, that is 7 is there on the right hand side. So every equation we have LHS and RHS is there, that we can express. The LHS means left hand side and RHS means right hand side. In an equation, the values of the expressions on the LHS and RHS are equal. This happens to be true only for certain values of the variable. These values are the solutions of the equation. So what is solutions of the equation? So the solution of the equation is nothing but the values of the variable for which the equation is satisfied. The equation is satisfied in the sense the value on the left hand side and the value on the RHS, that is right hand side, are equal. So what are solutions or roots of an equation? That is the values of the variables where the equation is satisfied. Now how to find equation? We have already come across in class 7, that is how to find the solution of an equation. In 7th class we studied that is the trial and error method. By substituting the values like x is equals to 1 or minus 1, x is equals to 2 or minus 2 in the place of variable x, and we will find the solution is that is the equation is satisfied. For what value of the variable x the solution is that is the equation is satisfied, that value is known as solution of the equation. So in this class, 7th, 8th class, we will study finding the solution of linear equations by transposition method, transposing method. Transposing means transposition, changing the position of variables and constants. What we will do in this method? Yes, we will bring all the variables to one side and constants to the other side. While we are bringing, we will follow the arithmetic operations rules. That is, addition will become subtraction, subtraction will become addition, multiplication will become division, and division will become multiplication. By using these arithmetic operations, we will find the solution of the equations. What we are going to study in this chapter, it is solving equations which have linear expressions on one side and on one side and numbers on the other side. That means the variables will be present on one side and the constants are present on the other side. How to solve that equations? Similarly, solving equations which have linear equations on both the sides, on two sides will be there the variables, how to solve those equations. The third, it is the applications of those linear equations, how to solve the word problems, that is the statement problems. Finally, the equations which are not in the linear form, we will reduce them to the linear form. That is reducing the equations to the linear form or linear equations, and we will solve. That will be the final topic. So what we are going to study in this chapter, finding the solutions of linear equations is the major topic. Is it clear, children? Now we will solve how to find the solutions of linear equations having the variables on one side and numbers on the other side. Is it clear? Yes. We will solve the following equations from exercise number 2.1. So what is our concept in solving? The variable is there on one side. See here we have the variable x on left hand side, and here the variable z is there on the right hand side, and the variable x is there on what it is on the left hand side. On only one side is the variable. How to solve these equations? Yes, by using the transposition method, transposing method. So first question, it is x minus 2 is equals to 7. So we wanted to find x. So what is the basic concept in solving the linear equations is keep the variables one side, most preferably we'll keep on the left hand side. We can also keep the variables on the right hand side and keep the constants on the right hand side, the other side. So for that, transpose minus 2. Minus 2 means it is subtracting. Therefore, when we transpose to the RHS, it will become plus 2. What it will become? Plus 2, that is addition. Therefore, x is equals to 7 plus 2. That is x is equals to 7 plus 2, it is 9. So what is the solution of this equation? It is x is equals to 9. Solution is nothing but what? The value of the variable for which the equation is satisfied. Here what is the value of the variable x? It is 9. If you take 9, substitute in this, 9 minus 2, it is 7. 7 is equal to 7, that is satisfied. So here the equation, it is the solution of this equation is what? It is 9. Therefore x is equals to 9 is the solution, of given equation. So similarly we will solve one more question, that is the third one. See here, 6 is equals to z plus 2, as here we have the variable z is there on the right hand side. So transpose plus 2 to LHS. Here plus 2 is added. When we transpose to the LHS side, that is the other side, the addition will become subtraction. The addition will become subtraction. Therefore, it will become what? That is 6 is equal to z plus 2. So transpose plus 2 to LHS, it will become minus 2, that is z. 6 minus 2, it is 4. 4 is equals to z. So what is the value of z? It is 4. Therefore, z is equals to 4 is the solution of given equation. given equation. So what is the solution of given equation? It is z is equals to 4. If you substitute 4 in the place of z, 4 plus 2 it is 6. Left hand side we have 6 and right hand side also we have 6 is there. Now fourth bit. Here 3 by 7 plus x is equals to 17 by 7 we have. The fractions are there. So 3 by 7 is added to x. Therefore transpose 3 by 7 to RHS, it will be subtracted from 17 divided by 7. That is 3 by 7 plus x is equals to 17 by 7. So transpose 3 by 7 to RHS. Therefore x is equals to 17 by 7 minus 3 by 7. Plus 3 by 7 will become minus 3 by 7. That is x is equals to LCM it is 7, that is denominators are same like fractions. Subtract the numerators. 17 minus 3 that is equals to 14 by 7. 7 ones are 7 twos are 14. Therefore x is equals to what? 2. X is equals to 2 is the solution of the given equation. Like this, by transposing the variables one side and constants to the other side. So while you are transposing, remember in mind that the addition will become subtraction, subtraction will become addition, multiplication will become the division, and division will become the multiplication. Is it clear, children? Now solve some more questions from exercise number 2.1. Solve the following equations. 7th bit. 2x by 3 is equals to 18. 2x by 3 means 3 is dividing the 2x. So when we transpose 3 to the RHS, it is multiplies. It multiplies. Therefore, the 2x by 3, 2x by 3 is equals to 18. By transposing 3 to RHS, it multiplies. It is multiplied. Therefore, 2x is equals to 18 into 3. 18 into 3. Now we wanted to find x. 2x in the sense it is 2 into 3. 2 into 3. That is multiplication is there. When we transpose 2 to RHS, it divides. Therefore, x is equals to 18 into 3 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 nines are 18. 2 nines are 18. Now x is equals to 9 into 3 it is 27. So what is the solution of this equation? It is 27 is the solution of the equation. Now similarly, the 9th question we have here, 7x minus 9 is equals to 16. 7x in the sense 7 into x. 7 is multiplied by x. So first we have to transpose what? Minus 9 to RHS. Minus 9 means it is 9 is subtracting from 7x. Therefore subtraction is there. When we transpose 9 to RHS, it will be added. That is 7x is equals to 16 minus 9 will become plus 9. That is 7x is equals to 16 plus 9. It is 25. It is 25. Now 7x means 7 into x. 7 is to be transposed. Here it is multiplication is there, so it divides. Therefore x is equals to 25 by 7. Here there is no simplifications. 25 and 7 both are co-primes. That is they are divisible by only 1. Now the 11th question, it is see 17 plus 6p is equals to 9. 17 plus 6p is equals to 9. So we wanted to find the value of p. Therefore 17 should be transposed. 6 also should be transposed. Which one should be transposed first? 17 or 6? Yes, it is 17. Why? That is independent of the variable. Always we have to transpose independent of the variables first. Now what it is, 17 plus 6p is equals to 9 means 6p is equals to 9. 17 is added to 6p. Therefore when we transpose to the RHS, it will become minus 17. Minus 17. That is 6p is equals to 9 minus 17 means here 17 is the greater number, it has minus sign. So subtract the numbers. 17 minus 9 is equals to what it will be? How much will get it is? 17 minus 9 is 8. Which 8 it is? Minus 8. Now 6p means it is 6 into p. So transpose 6 to the RHS, it divides. Therefore, P is equals to minus 8 divided by 6. Both are even numbers and they are divisible by 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Therefore, P is equals to minus 4 by 3 is the solution of given equations. So what we studied so far, finding the solutions of the linear equations having one variable on one side. The next we will continue the solving the equations having the variable on both the sides. That is, the variable will be present on left hand side and also on the right hand side. How we will solve that, we will discuss a few questions. Clear? Right. Now the second topic, it is solving the equations having variables on both the sides, that is left hand side and right hand side. An example, solve 2x minus 3 is equals to x plus 2. 2x minus 3 is equals to x plus 2. Here we have the variable on left hand side and variable on the right hand side. So what is our concept? How do we solve the equations, linear equations in one variable? It is the first thing, it is bring all variables one side and constants to the other side. It may be either left hand side or it may be the right hand side. First step, transpose the variables one side and constants to the other side. So here 2x minus 3 is equals to x plus 2. X is there, one x is there on the right hand side. Transpose this x to left hand side. X plus 2 means 2 is added to x, means addition is there. So when we transpose x to left hand side, what it is? It will become minus. That is 2x minus x minus 3 is equals to 2. Now simplify. 2x minus x is equals to what it is? X minus 3 is equals to 2. So transpose first x to the left hand side, it will become minus x. 2x and x both are like terms, we can subtract the coefficients. X means it is 1x. 2 minus 1 is equals to 1, that is 1x, or simply x minus 3 is equals to 2. Now minus 3 should be transposed to the RHS. Minus 3 means it is 3 is subtracted from x, means here the subtraction is there. Therefore when we transpose to the RHS, it is added. That is x is equals to 2 minus 3 will become plus 3. Now x is equals to what? 5. X is equals to 5 is the solution. Of given equation. Now what it is? The next we have one more question. Solve 5x plus 7 by 2 is equals to 3 by 2 into x minus 14. Here we have the fractions are there. Fractions. Whatever it is, fractions or decimals, whatever it is there. But the concept is, first step we have to transpose the variables one side and constants to the other side. So what is the question? It is 5x plus 7 by 2, that is equals to 3 by 2x minus 14. So here we have the variable 3 by 2x is there. This 3 by 2x should be transposed to LHS. Here minus 14, this is plus 3 by 2x is there. So when we transpose to the RHS, it will become minus 3 by 2x. That is 5x minus 3 by 2x or 3x by 2 is plus 7 by 2, that is equals to minus 14. Now simplify this. 5x means it is 5x by 1. Find the LCM for 1 and 2. LCM for 1 and 2 it is 2. So now divide the LCM 2 with the denominator 1. So 1 2s are 2. 2 is the quotient. That quotient is multiplied by the numerator 5x. 2 into 5x is equals to it is 10x. Now we have minus sign is there. Keep minus sign. Then it is divide the LCM 2 with the denominator 2. 2 1s are 2. 1 is the quotient. That 1 is multiplied by 3x. 1 into 3x, it is 3x. Then plus 7 by 2, that is equals to minus 14. Now 10x minus 3x, both are what? They are like terms. So subtract. 10 minus 3 it is 7. 7x by 2, that is equals to what? Minus 14, and transpose plus 7 by 2 to RHS, plus 7 by 2 will become what it is? Minus 7 by 2. Minus 7 by 2. Now minus 14 means it is minus 14 by 1. So take the LCM for 1 and 2 on the right hand side. So left hand side we have 7x by 2, that is equals to LCM for 1 and 2 it is 2. Now divide the LCM 2 with the denominator 1. 1 2s are 2. 2 into minus 14. 14 2s are 28. Therefore it is minus 28. Similarly, divide 2 with 2. 2 1s are 2. 1 is the quotient. That 1 is multiplied by 7. 1 into 7 it is 7. Now what we get it is, this is equals to 7x by 2, that is equals to minus 28 minus 7. Both are negative integers. Add the numbers and take the common sign. 28 plus 7 it is 35, that is minus 35 by 2. We got two fractions here. Now by cross multiplication, cross multiplication means numerator and its opposite alternate denominator. Here numerator and its opposite denominator are to be multiplied. That is 7 into x. 7x into 2 is equals to minus 35 into 2. 7x into 2. 7 into 2 it is 14. 14x is equals to minus 35 into 2. Now we wanted to find x. X only we need to find. So transpose 14. What it will become? 14x means it is 14 into x. When we transpose to the RHS, it divides. What it will do? Yes, it divides. Therefore, x is equals to minus 35 into 2 divided by 14. Divided by 14. That is 7 2s are 14. 7 5s are 35. 2 1s are 2. 2 1s are 2. Now minus 5 into 1 it is minus 5. Therefore, x is equals to what? Minus 5. So what is the solution of the equations? It is x is equals to minus 5. So what we did here is, it looks like very lengthy, too many steps. Here we have a possibility that we can transpose at a time left hand side to right hand side to left hand side. That is, at a time we can transpose variables and constants so that we can reduce some of the steps. After transposing, then simplify, we will get the solution of the given equations. Is it clear, children, how to find the solution of the equations having variables on both the sides? That is, on left hand side and on the right hand side we have the variables. So today we discussed what? Solving the equations having variable on one side, solving the variables, solving the linear equations having the variables on both the sides. Clear? You understood how to solve this? Yes. Yes. I hope you understood today's concept, that is the linear equations in one variable. The first part, it is the finding the solutions of linear equations having the variable on one side and having the variables on both the sides. And your homework is exercise number 2.1, question number 2, 5, 8, 10 and 12. So complete the given homework in the notebook, and thank you very much.